Hi, third graders. Today we're going to talk about Kelso's choices again. I don't know if you remember our little frog, but he's gives you choices about what to do when there's a conflict or an argument or something's not going exactly the way you planned. A conflict is a problem, a argument or disagreement when two or more people are not getting along. What is the difference between big and small problems? That's what we're going to talk about today. There are two kinds of problems or conflicts. There's big problems that need a big person to help, and there's small problems we can try two of Kelso's choices to solve it. A small problem is is one that the student or you're capable of solving it on your own, or at least trying to. So, like small problems might be borrowing a pencil. Someone borrows a pencil from you without asking. Someone's not sharing a ball at recess, or a brother or sister at home isn't sharing a toy or their gaming console. They're doing that the whole time, and you want to play with them. Those are small problems you can try to solve on your own. Other things are pushing in line, taking too long at the bathroom, or someone saving a swing. Someone's not following the rules of a game. Those kind of things. Someone might be with virtual learning. Someone might be talking or forgetting to mute. Those might be those small problems that hopefully we can solve on our own. Small problems give us feelings of being annoyed, bothered, embarrassed, left out, upset, bored, lonely, might feel anxious or nervous if someone's not following the rules. Those feelings might happen too. Big problems are those that are scary and dangerous, and they need a grown up to help solve. So it's easy, kind of small problems, you can solve them yourself. Big problems, big person need to help. So an adult. A big problem might be someone playing with a lighter or matches, someone being pushed down intentionally, like not an accident, someone pushing someone down, throwing rocks, hitting other students, hitting your brother or sister, running into the street without looking, jumping off equipment that is not meant for jumping, or even like trampolines at home or different things you do at home that might really injure someone, not just like, someone could really get hurt. Opening the door for people you don't know, running away, leaving the school building or leaving home without asking. Big problems give us the feeling of scared, frightened, terrified, alarmed, nervous, anxious, panicked, um, worried is the big one. So we have to think about adults that you can tell with a big problem. So if it's one of those that someone could get hurt, you need to tell a big person, an adult. So it might have a mom or dad or aunt or uncle at home, grandparent, teacher, nurse, counselor, me, principal. Um, some of you might go to a sport or a music lesson. Those coaches can help you. Anybody that, and if you report it to someone and they don't listen and it's a big problem, make sure you keep telling the adults on your list, on your safety network, um, until it gets solved. If it's not scary or dangerous, then it's a small problem, and we can solve it by using Kelso's choices. So we're going to play a quick little game. Is it big or small problem? So you're going to say, I know I can't hear you because this is being recorded, but just kind of at home, just decide if you think it's a small problem or a big problem. And we can work through this together. So someone cuts you in line. Do you think it's a big problem or a small problem? Small. You're right. If you said small, you're right. Someone is making weird noises. Big problem, small problem. What do you think? Small. If you said small, you're right. Someone bumps into you on accident. It's not on purpose. It's not like pushing hands. Do you think it's a big problem or a small problem? Small. You said small, you're right. You see a kid playing with matches or a lighter. Do you think that's a big problem or a small problem? If you said big, you're right. Someone could get hurt or injured, or a fire could start, and that would be a big problem. You see someone stealing. Small problem, big problem. What do you think? Big problem is right. If you said big problem, it's not okay to steal things. If you could get in trouble as an adult by the police, then you shouldn't do it as a kid either. Your brother or sister or cousin or a friend won't share with you. Big problem, small problem. Small. If you said small, you're right. Someone calls you a silly name. This happens quite a bit. It can happen with brothers or sisters or families. It can also happen with friends. So, do you think it's a small problem or a big problem? Small is right. Someone is being pushed down. Now, this is on purpose. What do you think? Big problem or small problem? Big. Yeah, someone's trying to hurt someone else. That's not okay. So, that's a big problem, and you need to tell a big person or an adult to help you with that problem. Someone is talking during quiet time. So this may look while you're virtual. It may be someone's still talking when they're not supposed to and they're not muting. Is that a big problem or a small problem? Small, exactly. If you said small, you're right. Someone chases you at recess. Small. Yep, you're right. You are smart enough and you're strong enough to solve problems on your own. Now, I know it's not easy all the time, but you guys are strong enough and smart enough to do this. You do this a lot. It looks different now because you're virtual learning, but there are problems you can solve on your own, or at least try two different methods, and then you can get an adult to help. Same things with solving like little things, like maybe you can't figure out where something is on Schoology, or your third grade teacher isn't on time exactly. So how are you going to solve that small problem on your own? Because you can do it. This is Kelso's wheel. I don't know if you remember this, but we talked through this all the way through. It's one of my required lessons I get to do with you guys to make sure you remember those problem solving skills. So some of you may recognize our Kelso's wheel. Wait and cool off, go to another game, talk it out, share and take turns, ignore it, walk away, tell them to stop, apologize, make a deal. And there are other ways to solve problems, but these are just kind of some good ideas to start with if you have a small problem. Okay, so go to another game. You guys know what this looks like. If it isn't working well, just choose something else to play, and that can be at home or at school. Share and take turns. This is one of those things that we've learned since we were little. Like if you went to a preschool, you've been practicing sharing for a long time. Sometimes if you just say taking turns, it might feel better than saying share, because then we don't want people to be mad about sharing. We want people to just know that taking turns is a kind thing to do. Apologizing for when you do make a mistake. We don't expect kids to be perfect. We don't even expect adults to be perfect. So we just have to say sorry. If something goes wrong, just say sorry. If you accidentally took a toy, or if you accidentally didn't let someone have a turn, say sorry. No big deal. Okay, so ignoring it. Some people really do this well. If something's going wrong, they just kind of walk away. Ignoring it, walking away are both kind of the same. Tell them to please stop is a good idea. That's a lot of the ones that people use a strategy, a different strategy a lot. Make a deal about sharing and talk it out. Some people like to talk it out. Here are some videos that we may watch later. I might send them to you. And here's our silly song, kind of a Vanilla Ice song. And I will create a link for you guys to watch that as well, because it's kind of a funny song. You can sing along if you remember it. And here are some different Kelso's Wheel of Choices Believer songs, and they kind of are silly. There's one that's like an Elsa one, Let It Go. So they're just funny, and I'll send these links as well. So stay calm, talk it out, take turns. Just making sure that you're staying calm when there's a small problem is probably the best. And then ask an adult for help if you need it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will send those videos to you as well, so then we can talk about Kelso's choices. And then you can even send me a video of times you've actually solved a problem. Like maybe there was a problem with the big swing and you shared, or maybe you walked away. If you'd like to send me a video, great. If not, that's okay too. Just know that I'm thinking of you, and I know those small problems, you're brave enough to solve them, some of them on your own, but you're also brave enough, if it doesn't get solved, to ask an adult for help. And if it's those big problems, just get an adult right away. I love you guys. I hope you care about you, and I hope to see you soon.